Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the program. If I was just a little bit smarter, I probably would have featured this artist in some, Halloween themed program or something. But obviously by now you know that I'm not. But either way, if you have not heard Howlin Wolf sing, you are in for a very rare treat. It's unique to say the least. In fact, I think Howlin Wolf is really responsible for the blues face. You know what I mean? That look you get on your face, like anytime someone just really is getting after it. I think Howlin Wolf is responsible for that. Either way, hope you like it. Subscribe, you know the routine. So here we go. Howlin Wolf, Smokestack Lightning from 1964. And like I said, this is, you're just going to love it. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Howlin Wolf. I said he was unique as a vocalist, and I think we've just shown that, haven't we? Howlin Wolf, born Chester Arthur Burnett, June 10th, 1910, in White Station, Mississippi. He was named for the 21st President of the United States, Chester A. Arthur. I don't really know a lot about the presidential Arthur. I'm just going to assume he probably lacks some of the stage presence that Howlin Wolf brought to the party. He received his nickname apparently from his maternal grandmother, who would tell him that the wolves would come get him because he had a habit apparently of petting his grandmother's young chickens so tightly she was afraid he would kill them. I don't think he ever did, but I guess that was the way Grandma decided to keep him in line. The wolves are going to come get you. Howlin Wolf had, I guess safe to say, kind of a difficult childhood. His parents separated when he was about 1 year of age. He was then living with his mother, with whom he had sang in the church with. Now, for some reason, his mother kicked him out of the house when he was still a child. He went then to live with a grand uncle. That just turned into a very abusive situation. And a few years later, he reconnected with his biological father. From there, things went well. He was then, for probably the very first time, part of a large, welcoming family. And the young Howlin Wolf just really flourished in that sort of environment. And it does seem like he never really fully reconciled with his mother. I think she might have had difficulty understanding his career choice. In fact, after he had relocated to Chicago and was now just a big star, he returned to Mississippi to see his family, stopping by to visit his mother and then offering just some money to help her out. Now, apparently his mother refused the gift, saying that she could not accept the money because he had earned that money playing the devil's music. And she may be right. Call it what you want, but it was great stuff. And right around 1930, Howlin Wolf met the famed Charlie Patton, who really became his mentor. Patton taught Howlin Wolf how to play the guitar and basically how to be a professional musician. That, along with other influences back in the day, names that we'll all recognize, Blind Leonard Jefferson, Ma Rainey, Lonnie Johnson, Tampa Red, Blind Blake, and of course, Tommy Johnson, all kind of contributing to the Howlin Wolf sound. And by the end of the decade, by the end of the 1930s, he had really established himself as one of the really most popular blues performers in the Mississippi Delta. Now, like a lot of folks that we featured on this channel, he did run into some legal problems, spent some time in prison and a couple years in the Army as well. Then he, of course, moved on to the city of Chicago, where in 1951, where things really got moving. It was at that time he was, I guess, contacted, maybe discovered, whatever you want to say, by a freelance A&R man, a 19-year-old Ike Turner. Yeah, that guy. He introduced Howlin Wolf to Sam Phillips, and they cut a record called Moaning at Midnight. Again, this all happened in 1951. On the strength of that recording, he signed a recording contract then with Chess Records, of course, up in Chicago, and he just went for it. From 51 to 69, he had 6 songs that reached the top of the Billboard R&B charts. He toured all over the United States and Europe. A guy who grew up functionally illiterate, eventually got his GED, learned accounting, and became one of the first early blues musicians who kind of lived a comfortable but not extravagant lifestyle. He was able to manage and save his money quite nicely. And kind of talking about his overseas travel and his influence as well, one of his great recordings is called the London Howlin Wolf Sessions. His backing musicians at the time, Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, Ian Stewart, and Charlie Watts. I think it was a way for these musicians, one, just to kind of hang out with a legend and to give back to a guy that really inspired them as young singers and guitar players and keyboard players and the like. And he would, Howlin Wolf, that is, would just go ahead and perform almost to his very last day. In fact, his last live performance came in November 1975 in Chicago. He played, I don't know, like a festival of some sort, but it was him, B.B. King, Albert King, Luther Ellison, and O.V. Wright. And apparently it was labeled an unforgettable performance. Even at one time with Howlin Wolf just crawling across the stage during a performance of the song Crawling King Snake. He received like a 5-minute standing ovation when his set was finished, went backstage, and immediately collapsed. He had been having heart problems since about 1969, and in the latter parts of his career, he was doing fewer shows and shorter shows, and this big performance apparently was just too much. A team of paramedics was able to revive him, but he would go on to pass away just 2 months later in January of 1976 due to a combination of, I guess, brain cancer, heart failure, and kidney disease as well. But what a legacy, though. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Blues Hall of Fame, and a legion of rock and blues musicians who just count him as, of course, an early influence on how to write, how to sing, how to perform. Whatever you're turning on, whatever you're listening to, whatever you're streaming, if you're liking it, if you're tapping your foot, if you got that blues face going, a lot of that is thanks to Howlin Wolf. I really hope you dug that. I just love listening to Howlin Wolf sing again. I think it's just something so unique. It's just fun to listen to. And again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, post a comment, let me know what else is going on. And we'll see you next time, my friends. Y'all take care, all right?